What's up, YouTube? Here at my hotel with Giorlando, just top forward another event, YCS Philadelphia 2012, with the same deck he always tops with because he's not very original. But whatever.
Whoa. After Long Beach, I have like the Rabbit card for the rest of the format. I can play Rabbit and get no.
It's funny because he hates hip hop music.
I do. I don't like hip hop music, but I do like Rusty Rabbits. And I like trap cards. That's why I play this deck, because this deck has good trap cards.
Oh yeah?
Yep.
Show me them.
Alright, well,
show me your traps.
Trap cards first?
Yeah, show me your traps.
We have one Starlight Road, because it's awesome when I play double Macrocosmos. One Solemn Judgment.
1 second, I'm going to try and turn the light on or something. Okay, that works.
Nice. We good now?
Yeah.
A little bit more on Starlight Road. Starlight Road is such a fantastic card with this deck, because a lot of the times they'll try and bait you out with a Logia negation with a Heavy Storm or something if you set 2 back rows, and if you have heavy Starlight Road, it's just an absolute blowout. And with the Rescue Rabbit, you can Starlight Road the Torrential and Bottomless plays when you do that, and that's an absolute blowout. You just win the game. You have to be careful with this card, though. Against Jerry Williams in the top 8, I had this set with a Logia with negations out, and I summoned a Cabazals, and he Torrential, but he had 2 other back rows. And if I Starlight Road it and he had Warning or Judgment, I would just get blown out, so I Logia negated instead, and one of his back rows was Judgment. So you have to be careful with Starlight Road. Like, I bet people watching me were like, why did he not flip Starlight Road on that Torrential? But there was reasons. Double Macrocosmos, kind of like Chicago, a meta call. It's awful in the mirror match, but you're going to play so many Inzektor decks and Dragon decks, and even hit this card is good against heroes. I played 7 Inzektor decks, including the top, so maybe this was a good call again. I only played 2 Rabbit decks, other than the one I lost in the top 3/4.
And at least it stops Avarice, Reborn, and Valor in the mirror match.
You can like flip it, summon Rabbit, and then maybe get there through that combo, or through that. And I never drew it against dinosaurs when I played them. And it's only 1 game. You can play these type of cards since you're going to play most of your games with the side deck anyway. And I'd rather have a better matchup against dragons, which is, of course, the worst matchup, which is why we play the 2-dimensional prisons. It's good against Rabbit, it's good against dragons. It's not good against Inzektors, but this deck has such a fantastic Inzektor matchup, you can play the 2-dimensional prisons and still get away with it. I play 2 Torrentials. Some people don't like Torrential in this deck. I don't really understand why. It's really important against Inzektors. Just any type of card that you can set and know that you're protected with, like Torrential Tribute's important. Obviously, there are going to be times when you have a Logia or a Logia with no negations left, or some situations where Torrential in your field isn't optimal, but it's still Torrential Tribute. It's been like that ever since the card's creation. You just have to play it correctly.
I know why people don't like playing it, because they assume that you're going to have a Logia with negation. It's not always like that.
I mean, yeah, sometimes you'd rather be bottomless, but I play 2 bottomlesses anyway. Like, what other card? I want to play more trap cards. Like, what other trap card am I going to play? Like a 3rd D prison? Like, that just doesn't.
Torrential's just too good.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
And then 2 Solemn Warning. It's good when you like don't have Rabbit and you're in a grind game too. And Double Warning is obvious. And the bottomless aren't that great against Inzektors. I side them out against Inzektors, but they're so good against Rabbit and they're so good against Dragons. It's important. With these 6 cards, I actually felt like my Dragon matchup was kind of in my favor, to be honest.
And how many traps was that total?
I think 12.
Sounds right.
I'm almost positive it's 12. Yeah, it's like 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, then 1, 1. Can I go to monsters or do you want spells?
Let's go side deck now.
Seriously.
Okay, no, just monsters. Whatever you want.
Alright, 3 Drak Wybas. The card is too good not to play. It is so important in this deck. It's a dinosaur which is just going to get you into Logia half the time anyway, or Dolka, even if you don't get its effect off. It's not good against a mirror match, but the fact that you can just normal summon it with other dinosaurs to go into the Exceeds is just too important not to play. I really don't like any monsters in this deck other than the normals, the rabbits, and the tour guides, and the Guaibas, and of course Sangin. So.
Would you side that out against dragons? Because like they have Lilas and Raikas and stuff. It's not the worst.
I kept it in against my opponent because he kept in Card Trooper game 2, and I was like, all right, he's keeping a Card Trooper, so definitely gonna keep in Guaiba. And game 3, he actually summoned Trooper to start the game. It passed, and I summoned Guaiba and attacked over, but I still lost. And then of course 3 rabbits, self-explanatory. 3 tour guide, and then obviously the 6 normal monsters. And then Sangin to go along with the tour guides, and I took out the 2 Reapers from Chicago because I felt like I'd play more Inzektor decks than I did previously, and I put in the Grand Mall because I feel like it's more versatile against more decks. And this card's good against Safe Zone, which I thought was a really big problem with this deck. And Safe Zone obviously was going to become more popular because of Billy from Chicago.
Tell us the Zen mains thing. I thought that was a kind of cool story.
I actually lost that game, but he goes tour guide, gets Sangin. This is turn 1. Go into Zen main, set a back row pass. I go summon Mole, attack, bounce in hand. He passes. Or I pass. He goes, tour guide, go into Zen mains, set a back row pass. I play another MST. I don't know if I said I MST the first time, but I MST a second time now, and summon this and pound Zen mains for 2 turns in a row. So this got rid of 2 Zen mains in a row. It was kind of cool. I lost that game.
Still cool.
Because, like, I had a face down Book of Moon with Sabersaurus and another monster, and I was beating him down. He only had 1 more turn to draw out of the situation. He draws the 2 cards in hand, flips for Geki Break, discarding Hornet, targets my back row Book of Moon, and then Monster Reborn's Dragonfly. If he didn't have Reborn, he wouldn't have been able to beat me because I wouldn't have been able to get my Sangin search off at least. But he actually just OTK'd me right there. For the spells, I ran 3 Forbidden Lance. I'd play 4 or 5 Forbidden Lance if I could. This card's too good. The 3 Mystical Space Def Wounds, it's really bad against dragons, but you need to get your rabbit summons through in basically every other matchup.
At least it stops Future Fusion.
It does stop Future. And Safe Zone is too important of a card. I took out the 2 Smashing Runs for, of course, everybody's favorite Soul Taker. This card was incredibly popular this weekend. I Soul Taker to Light Pulsar Dragon in the top 4. That only worked once. Other than that, it was just acting like another Smashing Run. I don't think there was ever really a situation that this came up as being worse than Soul Taker. It was fine the whole weekend. Definitely would continue playing it. I wrote an article on this card. It's not up yet as of this video, but there should be an article up on alterrealitygames.com, which you should all check out if you don't already. It's 100% all on Soul Taker. And then kind of all the Trinity, what I lost to in Chicago, and then Book of Moon. So it's a 41 card main deck. I cut 1 card out from 42 that I ran in Chicago. It's only 3 cards / 4 cards different.
He doesn't run Avarice because
I don't
he
play
runs
Avarice because
macro.
of the macro.
He thinks it's
You
win
don't
more,
need
right?
Avarice to
Okay,
win.
okay.
Like, you just don't need it. Like, it's nice when you play it, and it's nice when you have it, but I'd rather just have stronger early games. The side deck, 2 Valor. I sided
Whoa,
in...
glare. Over here.
Oh,
somewhere.
glare. Oh, gosh.
Okay, good.
There. Now they're
Yes.
really glary, shiny. Okay. I sided in against Insectors because they're not going to be able to do anything if you have Macrocosmos out anyway, but if they get rid of Macrocosmos, they're usually going to try and gear up for 1 push, and if you have the Valor to stop it, you just blow them out and win the game. Gores for heroes and dinosaurs and dragons. Not Insectors. I didn't main it because I made the Macrocosmos, and I didn't want to have too much conflicting in the first game. And even though I have the 3 macro against dragons, it's too important, because again, if you have macro out, you're usually winning the game, then you can just Gores them. I also run Starlight Road game 1, and I side out Starlight Road in a few matchups where I would be siding Gores in, so that doesn't conflict. 3 Snowman Eater. Spate Reaper and Giorlando are not as good anymore against Dino Rabbit because of Photon Papilloperative, so you really need the 3 Snowman Eaters. I've always sided 3 Snowmen, so it doesn't matter, but I would play 5 Snowmen now if I could. I did keep a Reaper in the deck. I just think it's too important against stuff like dinosaurs and dragons, so I put it in there. No one ever Photon Papilloperative it, so I was okay. 2 Thunder Kings, I wouldn't side these again. I sided them for dragons and heroes, but I didn't really like the cards, so I would be changing those. I had Doomcows in Chicago, which I would side in Insectors, but against Insectors, but I don't know what I would put in over the Thunder Kings. Maybe something against Final Countdown. Double Chalice. I always side Double Chalice and Rabbit just because it's too important against Spirit Reaper and Snowman Eater and so on and so forth. That happened a lot over the weekend, and that's always just why they're there. The 3rd Dimensional Prism because it's too important against heroes and dragons. Double Dust Tornado because I don't want to lose the Safe Zone and Messenger Piece when I play Insectors. And then the 3rd Macrocosmos because it's the nuts.
What would you just sided against the decks it's good against, right? Like
Macrocosmos?
yeah,
like dragons
and
Insectors? Yeah.
Insectors.
For the extra deck, the 2 Dolkas, 2 Lagias, 2 Leviers, and Acid Golem, Utopia and Utopia Ray, Maestro, Steel Realm Roach, Leviathan Dragon, Zenmanes, Stardust Dragon to go along with Starlight Road, and Photon Papilloperative, the new card in the new set. This card is fantastic because it, of course, kills Spirit Reaper like everybody should know. But I did one really cool play over the weekend that I can blame 100% on John Weigel, who's here.
Oh shit.
Oh shit, that's right.
That's right.
Okay.
Hello. Fuck.
Although he mentioned to me how cool it is that you can do this on your own monsters, and he's like, you could like sometimes get under a messenger piece with that. I'm like, that will never happen. Like, when am I gonna have a monster I can just get under a messenger piece? Why would I want to do that? Well, round 3, my opponent has 2 messenger pieces out running Insectors. I had been Grand Mole locking him, just kind of bouncing his stuff, but I had a Levier on the field. So, and I had Lagia like with negations. Like, he was in a bad situation, but I couldn't do any damage because I had no monsters that could attack. So I took my Levier,
That's bad.
switched it to defense mode, detached Papilloperative to attack mode. It drops to 12 permanently, and I mole locked him and just attacked for 12 for the turns. Pretty awesome, so I can thank John Weigel for that awesome play that he told me. So, any questions, Paul, or any other thing like that? Shout out my channel, Yugioh Trader 101.
I don't know.
Yes?
Yeah, well, no, you can subscribe. I don't have any questions.
Alright.
All right, is that the end of the video?
I think so. Game of Thrones is on in 1 minute.
Yeah.
We're gonna watch some shows or something.
Yep, Game of Thrones.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Yep.